Hi there everybody. On today's video I'm going to be changing the oil filter on this Mercedes E-Class. It's a CDI 220 and it's a 2004. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these covers here, because that's where the oil filter will be hiding, and to do that we need to loosen these bolts here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Once we loosen them we can get this off and we'll have access to the filter, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove them. And these bolts are Torx bolts. So okay, once all the bolts are loose, this cover will just pop up. And of course they do come apart, so you could lift one side off. And the filter is here, so technically you don't have to remove this, but I'm removing it because I will be doing something else later on. And I just wanted to check the condition of the breather pipe as well. So put your covers to one side and don't lose the Torx bolts. Now this is where the oil filter is. Okay, so by the way, the Torx I used is a T30. That's the size for the bolts. And now you're gonna need one of these to open the oil filter cap. And this is a 7614. Don't know if you can see it there, but normally they come as a kit, a few of them, and then you just put it on top. And get your wrench in there. And hopefully it shouldn't be too hard. Let all the oil come out. So today I'm lucky enough to have the ramp, so I will just get the car up in the air, but otherwise you will need to jack up the car, put in the axle stands. Now we can look at the car from underneath. We have this plastic cover here where we need to remove, and I've already gone ahead and removed some of the little bolts. They're 8mm bolts, so they look like this, and we need to remove all of them. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8mm bolts. Just remove them and remove this cover. So I will go ahead and do that now. Okay, the oil bolt, 13mm. Once the oil has drained, we can just refit the 30mm bolt, and don't forget the copper washer. And tighten it. Once you got the bolt back in nice and tight, just you can go ahead and refit the plastic cover, which is what I'm gonna do now, and put all the bolts back on. Okay, so I just refitted the cover. All bolts are on, nice and tight. Now we can go ahead and bring the car down and change the filter. Now I can remove the filter and basically what we need to do is pull the filter off the cover of this cover here. As such. And now what I'm gonna do is there's 3 O-rings here. There's one O-ring there, and another one there, and another one just here, just there. So I'm gonna remove those 3 O-rings, and you should have 3 new O-rings on the new filter. Okay, so this is my new filter here. These are the O-rings. I have 3 of them, and that's the part number. This is this is an aftermarket filter. Anyway, so I removed one of the O-rings. There's another 2. There's one here. One, 2, and 3. Okay, all 3 new O-rings are in place, and now I'm gonna just push the filter in there. That's it. Okay, now I'm gonna refit the filter back on, but before that I applied a little bit of grease to the O-rings. Just general grease should do. Now I'm gonna tighten it. And that should be basically should be tight enough now. So on top of the cover it says you should tighten this to 25 Newton meters. So if you have a torque wrench you can do that, but otherwise just tighten it nicely, not too much, and that should be it. And now I'm gonna be putting in the oil, and as far as I know, this particular engine, the E220, the 2.2 diesel, takes 6.5 liters of oil, but you need to be really careful when you put it in. Just don't overfill it, otherwise you're gonna get the warning on the dash telling you to visit the workshop. So perhaps 6.4 liters should do the job. You should make sure and check how many liters your particular vehicle takes. I would assume it'll be the same if it's the same engine as this one, but it's always best to double check. So for this particular one is 6.5 liters, and so I'm just gonna put the oil in now and put the covers back on, and that's it. You should be ready to go. So hope this video helps, and thank you for watching.